The biggest threat to your job isn't AI. What if the bigger threat is pretending that AI isn't going to change anything? For the last few months, I've talked a lot about job loss, automation, AI, and what might happen to the future of work. And honestly, I still think those conversations matter. I still think people should understand what's coming. I still think office workers, administrative employees, analysts, managers, and everyday professionals need to take this seriously. But I've also realized something. Fear can get your attention, but it won't build your future. At some point, you have to stop asking, is AI going to replace me? And start asking, how do I become the kind of person who knows how to use it? That is the shift this channel is making next. Welcome back to NextShift AI, and today I want to explain where this channel is going, why I'm changing the direction, and why I believe the best thing office workers can do right now is not panic, not ignore AI, and not wait for the employer to train them. The best thing we can start learning is practical ways to use AI in our everyday work lives. Because here's the truth. Most people are not software engineers. Most people are not building AI models. Most people are not working in Silicon Valley, but most people are just trying to survive another work week. And they have emails to write, reports to finish. You have spreadsheets to clean up, meetings to summarize. Bosses are asking for updates. Customers are needing answers, policies to understand, data to organize, presentations to build. Tasks just keep piling up faster than you can finish them. And that's where AI can actually help normal people. Not someday, not 10 years from now, but right now. I'll be honest with you, when I started really paying attention to AI, a lot of my focus was on the scary side of it, where I focus a lot on layoffs. I was looking at automation. I was looking at experts predicting massive changes in white collar work. And a lot of that is still real. I don't want this channel to become a place where people only come to feel anxious. I want to provide you guys with solutions and not just problems. I don't want to just tell office workers, hey, AI is coming for your job. Good luck. That doesn't help anybody. And what I want to do next is build something more useful for you guys. I want NextShift AI to become a channel for regular office workers who want to stay relevant, they want to save time, and they want to learn how to use AI in practical ways. Not hype, not fear, not complicated tech talk, but practical steps provided to you. How to use AI to write a better email, how to use AI to summarize a long document, how to use AI to make sense of a spreadsheet, how do you use AI to draft a report, organize your thoughts, prepare for a meeting, or explain a complicated topic in plain English. That is the kind of content that I want to make because I think there's a massive group of people in the middle who are being ignored. And on one side, you have the AI doom content. Everything is framed like your job is over, the robots are coming, nobody is safe. But on the other side, you have the super technical AI content side, where it's like coding tutorials, AI agents, automation workflows, APIs, machine learning models, all that stuff. But there's nothing wrong with that content. But what about the person that's working in an office who just wants to know how to use ChatGPT to get through their workload? What about the person in government, banking, healthcare administration, education, accounting, insurance, HR, you name it? What about the person who is good at their job, but they know technology is changing fast and they don't want to fall behind? That is who this channel is for now. And honestly, that is the world that I understand. I work a regular office job. I know what it feels like to have deadlines, emails, spreadsheets, reports, documents, meetings, and tasks that require focus when you're already stretched thin. So I'm not making this channel as some kind of tech guru pretending everybody needs to become a programmer. That's not the case at all. I'm making this channel as someone who believes normal office workers can use AI to become sharper, faster, and more valuable in the workplace. And I think that matters because the future probably won't be as simple as AI replaces everyone. I think it'll be more like this. I think that people who know how to use AI will have a major advantage over people who don't know how to use it. That does not mean AI is magic, It doesn't mean that you can just type one prompt and suddenly your whole job is done. It doesn't mean that you should blindly trust everything it gives you, but it does mean AI can become a tool that helps you think, write, organize, analyze, and communicate better. And those are real workplace skills that you can build for yourself in the office. So going forward, I want this channel to focus on three main things. First, practical AI tutorials for office workers. That means I want to show you guys real examples, not just talk about AI in theory, but actually show you how to use it. For example, I want to take a messy email and make it sound professional, how to turn a rough idea into a clear memo, how to summarize a long policy document, how to prepare talking points for a meeting, how to build a basic Excel formula using AI, how to compare two pieces of information, how to create a checklist, project plan, or a presentation outline. These are things that we actually do at work. Second, I want to talk about staying relevant in the workplace because even if you use AI every day, you still need judgment. You still need communication skills. You still need accuracy. You still need to understand your field. You still need to know when something sounds wrong. And that's when your expertise can come in hand and really advance your knowledge of AI and your knowledge in the workplace and your productivity for that matter. AI isn't some replacement for wisdom. It's not a replacement for experience. It's not a replacement for being dependable, but it can multiply those things. If you already know your job, AI can help you move faster. If you already understand your work, AI can help you explain it better. If you already have good judgment, AI can help you explore options quicker. That is the part people miss. The goal is not to become dependent on AI. The goal is to become the person who knows how to combine your experience with these new tools and to become the person in the office that people flock to and go to understand things better utilizing AI. And that's what's going to make you irreplaceable in the office as this AI boom is already here and is still coming. Third, I want to make this channel to be realistic. I'm not going to pretend everything about AI is positive. Some jobs will change quite drastically. Some tasks will disappear. Some companies will absolutely use AI to cut costs. That is real. But I also think that sitting around scared is not a strategy. Waiting for your employer to figure it out is not a strategy. Ignoring AI because it feels overwhelming is not a strategy. A better strategy is to start small. Learn one useful prompt, use AI to improve one email, use AI to summarize one document, use AI to help with one spreadsheet problem, use AI to prepare for one meeting, then do it again. That is how you build confidence with AI. You don't have to master everything overnight. You don't have to become an AI expert overnight. You do not have to understand every new tool that comes out. You just need to start becoming the person in the workplace who is not afraid to use the tools. Because the person who says, I can figure that out is going to be more valuable than the person that says, I don't mess with that AI stuff, right? We all know that one person in the office who refuses to use any kind of advanced AI tools or even software updates. How many of you have had updates to a regular program that you use in the workplace and you can't see an Outlook? So I'm right there with you. But you don't want to be that person in the office because then you start to become replaceable. And I don't say that to insult anyone. I get it. New technology can feel annoying. It can feel like one more thing to learn. It can feel like management gets excited about every new trend and employees are the ones who have to deal with the mess. But this feels different. AI is not just another app. It's a new layer on top of work itself. Writing, researching, planning, analyzing, summarizing, brainstorming, organizing. These are not niche tasks. These are everyday office tasks. That is why I think office workers really need to pay attention to this channel. So here's what you can expect for this channel moving forward. I'm going to make videos like ChatGPT prompts every office worker should know, how to use AI to save an hour a day at work, how to use AI with Excel, how to write better emails with AI, how to summarize long documents at work, how to prepare for meetings faster, how to fact check AI responses, and just lots of different topics we're going to touch here on this channel. But there's not going to be any fear mongering anymore. No pretending that AI will solve every problem. I'm just going to give it to you straight and real, just practical examples that someone can watch and use the same day. Because I really believe that there is a huge need for that. There are millions of people working office jobs who are hearing about AI constantly, but they don't know where to begin. I used to be one of those, okay? They hear big claims, they see viral posts about layoffs, they hear about tools they've never used, and eventually it all just becomes overwhelming noise. This channel is going to try to cut through that noise. I want this to be a practical place where you can come and say, okay, show me what to actually do and how to actually utilize that AI tool, right? And that is a key phrase for this new direction of this channel. What do I actually do? Not just what is happening or should I be worried, but what can I do today to get better? Because that's where you start to build confidence and where it comes from. Confidence does not come from reading another scary headline. Confidence comes from learning a new skill. And that's what I want NextShift AI to help people do, to gain confidence and carry that over into the workplace. So if you watch any of my older videos, I appreciate you. I'm not deleting the past. I'm not pretending that those topics don't matter, but I am shifting the focus. The future of this channel is going to be less about fear and more about preparation with AI in the workplace, less about panic and more about practical skills and building practical skills, less about AI is coming and more about here's how to use it. Because the truth is, AI is already here. It's not a question of whether it's coming, it's already here. Okay. The question is, where are we going to adapt with it? And I want to use AI in a smart, realistic, and useful way. So let me leave you with this. You do not have to be the most technical person in your workplace. You don't have to understand every single AI tool. You don't have to have all of the answers, but you need to be willing to learn because the office worker of the future is not necessarily the person who works the longest hours. It's not necessarily the person who knows every old process by memory. Okay. It's not going to be the person who resists every new tool. The office worker of the future is a person who can think clearly, communicate well, use good judgment, and leverage AI to do better work. So that is a person I want to become. That's a person that I want to help you become too. So if you're an office worker, an analyst, admin employee, manager, just trying to figure out how to stay relevant in the age of AI, this channel is for you. Subscribe to NextShift AI because from here on out, we're not just talking about the shift, we're learning how to make the next shift work for us.